Welcome to Dad's Drafts.
Hello and welcome to another long-awaited for Dad's Draft. It's great to have you here now. As you can see, we're going to do another Premier Draft. My rank is totally abysmal, but hey, I'm here. As you can probably have noticed for as long as you care, I have not been playing so much lately. I've been doing other stuff. Real life keeps me busy. There's other games, but I thought I have some coins now. I'm no longer putting any money into the game for reasons I am hopefully going to scientifically show you, or at least prove to you, that maybe buying gems is not the best thing to do with this game. But I hope you're all doing well. Now we're going to do the Outlaws of Thunderjunction draft. I have done this draft many times a while ago. And, well, this is actually the set that got me to Mythic. So I am hoping at least to maybe have some decent games. But as I have to admit, it's also been a while since I played this. If you like what I do, feel free to click some buttons. I actually got some positive feedback on my last video, which was pretty much a troll video. But I will walk you through the steps, why I pick what I do, and maybe if you learn something or if you find it somewhat amusing, please do let me know. Alright, well, there's some multicolored cards which are not really impressive, nor would I ever really first pick a multicolored card. There is a very decent card. Let me just check what he does again. It enters, target opponent discard cards. That's already good. Whenever one or more players discard one or more cards, investigate. Well, there's also Consuming Ashes, and well, this isn't really interesting. Mystical Feather is a very good pickup, but for me it's between these three, and I think I'll go for the Investigator. I mean, a 4/3 which enters and lets your opponent discard and also gives you a clue. I think that's just a lot of value for one card. So let's just take that. But wouldn't mind to also get a Consuming Ashes. Good to know that this card also triggers, what's it called? The crime thing, which is in the set. My goodness, I should have done some kind of preparation. Why don't I know what it's called? It should be somewhere here on the cards. Anyway, you know what I mean. You're probably smarter than me when it comes to this. Alright, well, this is a very mediocre pack. The black card, I don't really care about that. Roadrunner is okay if you're going aggressive. I don't know we're going aggressive. The best card, I think, is Buried in the Garden. But it's a multicolored card, and that means that if we want to play both cards, we have to go 3 colors. But there's also Thrash It Down. And I think this is one of the better tricks in the game. Especially if the opponent is tapped out, you can really blow them out by just picking whatever you like. So I think I take the Thrash It Down here because there's no decent black cards and the other good card is a multicolored card. Now I don't want to hang on to this too much. If I actually end up in green, white or whatever, that's also fine. I could end up in neither of these colors. The first few picks are always just pick the best cards, and you will see where you can end up eventually. Alright, well, this looks like a more decent pack. There's a Crime to Punishment, or Crime and Punishment. I'm not even sure. There's Crime Punishment. Anyway, this one, put target creature or enchantment card, it's a reanimate effect from the opponent's graveyard, so that could also be disappointing. Destroy each artifact, creature, and enchantment with mana value X. So that's just pretty much a board wipe. There's also a Consuming Ashes. I think this punishment is okay. Mostly because you can, well, not really build your deck around it, but you can build your board around it. So I will take it because I hope we'll be ending up in green-blue. Green-black, I don't know if it's the best color combination, but maybe we can pick up one of these 3 if it comes around. But you can just build your board around this. So if you, for instance, don't put any 3-drops on the battlefield, you can use this to destroy 2 or 3 creatures from the opponents. Okay, don't really care about this one. It's pretty built around and it's 3 colors, and I want to try it to stay in 2 colors. I think the Contractor is pretty decent. There's also Mourner Surprise, which I think is a very good overperformer. I mean, compared to this to the reanimation in the last set, I think this one is way better. Anyway, I think I'll just take the Contractor here. Wouldn't mind a Dance of the Tumbleweeds as well, but this card just does enough. And we will be doing some kind of graveyard stuff. Could always splash for white, just to at least have the option to do the crime part. Grindstone, interesting. Wow, there's a Hollowed Marauder very late. Yeah, there's also a Deepmark Desperado, which I really like. But I will take the Marauder. I think this card is amazing. So we do have quite some ways to already trigger the crime thing. Ah, it's called crime actually. I'll take the Hollowed Marauder here. We might actually end up in black-white, because black-white seems more open than green, and then we could just be splashing green for this. I'm just going to change this to the better settings. But black seems open enough. I mean, if you can get a 5th pick Hollow Marauder, that is just amazing. Now, Heartless Pillage, Vault Plunderer. Let me just check if someone's hoarding. Yeah, so black is very open. Don't really like Desert Dew too much, because I think it's very good, of course, if you have deserts, and we don't have any yet. I think Vault Plunderer is just a solid pick here. Wouldn't mind a Heartless Pillage, but no one takes these, so I'm just going to leave that for now, and we will get one later. But this card does so much. A 3/1 for 3, which doesn't cost you a card because it gives you a card, is amazing. I'm just thinking the archetypes, what they did again. Oh, there's blue-black. Well, that does mean that blue-black is open, and this one on itself is not even bad. When it or another non-token creature you control enters, if none of them were cast with mana spent, draw a card. Okay, so if you reanimate something, or if you have the, what's it called, effect. I'm not even sure about the name. I'm just going to pick this. I mean, a 2/3 menace for 2 is amazing. Don't think we can play that. There's a Forsaken Miner and a tap land. Not sure how many crimes we will be committing. I like the Gigapede as well, but I think I want to focus on the low-end curve. So I think I'll just take the 2/2. We do have some ways to commit crimes. Terminal Agony, don't really care about the Reach for the Skies. Yeah, well, it's a desert, might as well. And it can be pretty good in this set to return some deserts. Wow, no one took the black card. It's not a good card, but it does say something. So at this point we don't know if we're either blue, black or green, black. I don't think we're white, black, but it kind of depends on what we're going to open. Very glad to pick this one up. So the removal was taken. I think this was the pack with the from the Ashes. What is it? The Exile spell and the Throw from the Saddle. Mourner Surprise. That's okay. Don't think we will be playing that, and we will most definitely not be playing that. Okay. Wrangler of the Damned is okay. There's some cards. What do you do, Jace? Well, that is very nice with the Satoru, of course. And just the loot ability is also pretty amazing. Yeah, I don't think I can pass on a Jace, to be honest. So I'm just going to take Jace. And we'll go for the crime and plotting theme, it seems. And let's just see if we can still play this for the board wipe effect, since we got the Festering Gulch. I mean, it must be really open if no one took this. What was it, 7th pick? Okay. Void Rent. Okay, well, that one will probably come around. There's another Hollowed Marauder. There's also an Honest Rudstein, which is amazing. We don't have many ways to fill our graveyards yet. There's of course the Bloodseeker. We could pick some of these up. I think I'll take the Marauder over the Rutstein. I want to splash for green. I want to keep trying to go just blue-black, so I'm just going to take the Hollow Marauder. Now, our top end is pretty decent. Prefer not to play that one, but you know, if we have to. So we want to get creatures into our graveyard. So that means either get some ways to loot, like Jace or Mill. Okay. Betrayal at the Vault is pretty decent. Other than that, I think I'll take the Skullduggery here, but this is overall a very weak pack. Don't really care about this 2-drop. Okay. There's a Raven, which I like. Not going to splash for that one. Yeah, I'll take a Raven. Now let's see if we can pick up some more lands which are coming tapped. Apothecary or a Raven. Blue is being cut a lot from this side, which was of course to be expected. I hope we get repaid for blue-black in the last pack. I'm just going to take the Apothecary. I think it's a very good card. Well, that would help. I will take it over the Gigapede. We already have a decent top end, and Gigapede's okay, but you know, it's not something that we desperately need. Still not sure if I'm going to splash for this one. A Raven or a Muscle. I think I'll take the Raven. I mean, if this creature can attack twice and maybe ping them once, I think it's already a job well done. Nothing really impresses me here. Yeah, I think I'll take the Flyer. We don't have many instants, so I prefer not to play this. Wow, another Raven. Excuse me. So committing crimes is very open. And we have 3 Ravens, so let's see if we can focus on that. Wouldn't mind some more instant speed removal though. Prefer not to play those, they don't really fit the theme of the deck. Okay, I'm very happy to pick that up. It mills ourselves, or it does a crime. It commits a crime, sorry. I'll take the Seize. Now actually the what is it? The Desperado that we passed could have been very nice. And I would like some Loan Sharks. I think I passed on one Loan Shark, the one that you can plot. I think it goes very well with this card. I mean, this card is just a big card with an upside. You shouldn't build around it, because I think you should only play cards which go with this if they're good on their own. So I think the Loan Shark is good on its own. So I would play a lot of Loan Sharks. Wouldn't mind that one actually. Alright, there's another removal spell. We really need black removal. This one will probably come around. I think there's a Bandit. I think the Sphinx is probably better than the Bandit. So I'll take the Sphinx here. And if we can get more ways for opponents to discard, that's pretty nice. But I'm going to take the Sphinx here. I think it's a very good card. Ooh, Lazav. I think I could actually just pass this and it will come around, but I think I won't risk it. a graveyard, so it could also be an opponent's graveyard, so that's good. But ideally we want to be targeting our own graveyard. And then make it into one of these. Oh my goodness, so much fun stuff. Well, I'm not going to play the Nexus of Becoming. It is a very good card, but I think it's fun, but I think we are... I mean, I would love the Blood Hustler, but we have a lot of 2-drops, and I'm going to need a removal spell. So I'm going to take this. I'm just going to put these away, just so that I can Gambit. Wow, that's a nice theme, I think. Isn't it the same dude? I think it is. When it enters, you draw 3 cards, you gain 6 life, create 3 bat tokens. At the beginning of your end step, you discard a card, lose 2 life, and sacrifice a creature. When it leaves the battlefield... Oh. Well, it is a Gambit. I don't think I will take it. This is one of those cards which I think can go crazy, but it can also hurt you a lot. So I'm just going to take another Desperate Bloodseeker. Wow. So we are getting rewarded in the last pack. Forgive me for all the coughing. Servant of the Stinger. Another 2-drop. I was really hoping for some more removal, to be honest. But it is a deck. Oh, we could play this one. We could play that one. This is a very nice card. I will take it over the Bloodseeker. So I think we will splash green. Tyrant Scorn is amazing. So we will play this one. We will not play that desert, I think. Another Bloodseeker. How many Bloodseekers can you have? Skullduggery. Don't think we need 2 of these, actually. So I think we need to cut 1 more card. Oh! Okay. Well, I will take it over the Gigapede. This card is amazing. Black was very open. It's strange that we didn't see any, or at least not much, black cards, or many black cards in the second pack. Let's see if there's any cards which don't really impress me. We do have a lot of 2-drops, but they are useful. They fill our graveyard. Oh my goodness. Well, it did come around, as I said. Yeah, it is a deck. We have a semi-board wipe, which we most definitely will not use for 2-mana creatures, because then we will pretty much destroy our own board. I think the other 2-drops that we have do more than the Raven. So I guess I'll just get rid of 2 Ravens. And yeah, I think this is it. Now I don't think I want to have white in here, actually. Maybe 1 white. But we have 3 green, which is plenty for 5 mana. We have 7 blue and we have 7 black. I think I'll just prefer 1 more black. I don't really mind if we cannot play this one. I'm playing it for the removal part. Now I do like this set a lot. I was kind of surprised to see this one on, actually. So let's just see how this goes. Yeah, this is fine. Okay. Alright, might actually want to kill that. Yeah. He will most definitely do the attack and scry thing, but then he will be untapped. And Lazav is a great blocker, so I don't really fear this thing too much. Yep, it's a very good ability. So it's only 3 damage. And yep. So let's just play Lazav. I hope to draw another land, so that next turn I can double spell, for instance, Shoot the Sheriff and Tyrant Scorn, or Raven and Shoot the Sheriff, something like that. And if he does attack somehow, I will just block with Lazav, but I assume he will just remove Lazav, to be honest. Once each turn. So preferably I would play Raven and Shoot the Sheriff, I think. Okay, well, this is very good for us. Okay, that's just lovely. This is 4 mana. So I think that's a better target to kill. So I'm just going to do that. Play the thing, shoot the Griffin, even though he gets some kind of upside from it. I don't really care. Sure. And I'm not going to attack. And I'm just going to hopefully keep making Lazav bigger. And next turn Lazav can actually become the Griffin with 2 counters on it. I think Lazav is about to be either exiled or killed. I mean, he has double black now, so the odds are that he will. And then he does have some nice attacks. I will probably block the Plunderer with the Raven or something, otherwise I'm getting too much damage. But he didn't have any removal last turn, so... Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think I have to sacrifice these 2. So that is already a crime. So let's just do that. Do I want him to become the flyer dude? No, he will stay back. I'm going to exile it anyway because he is in black-white. Nah, I don't really care about that. I'm just going to plot this. No attacks. Reason I'm plotting this is because I have so many 2-drops, which I rather sacrifice than this one. But this one is missing the death touch, to be honest. Okay. Well, he must have a trick. I am not going to block now. Reason I'm not blocking is because he most obviously has something. And I rather have 2 mana up for the Tyrant Scorn. Oh, that's pretty decent. Well, I'm just going to do this on itself. Enters for each opponent who didn't discard a card with a draw card. Okay. I will draw 2 cards and lose 2 life. And we have 6 mana, so I'm just going to do this one. And still keep the Scorn up. And now Lazav is becoming a big, chunky dude. And I think once we expand our board a bit more, I can attack with the Marauder. But I will block anything. This is too expensive for us to kill with Tyrant Scorn though, but we should be good. just still in the we're still trying to stabilize here, because if he has any pump spell and we're at 12, it is close. I don't even recall if there's a pump spell in this set. Alright, homie, what will it be? Pump the big horn. Odds are that any trick that he has now is still maybe not good enough to kill Lazav. Maybe he has a +2/+2 or something. When one of tokens opponents enter, for each of them create a tap token. Okay, so we don't want to be making tokens. Yeah. Do we want to block the big horn? This is token opponents, right? Yeah. Okay. Well, that is going to hurt a lot. So I think I actually have to do this. And we kill Kumbal. No. Okay. Alright, alright. Well, let's just keep expanding. He's just top decking now. I really hope to draw one of our green sources, but this is looking okay. We can just drain them almost 2 and make this huge. But I hope we got rid of most of his threats. Wow. Okay. So much for Blood Hustler. Okay, well, let's just get in for 3. Put down a Death Touch creature. And at this point Lazav is very chunky. Oh, that is a problem. That is quite the problem. I don't think he will use it on the Sphinx, he will use it on Lazav. Okay. Still no ways to commit crimes, nor play the card. Maybe I should put one. No, we do have double blue at 2, so with Chase. He probably wants to tap Lazav and get in for some damage, I guess. He just put himself on a 3-turn clock, which I don't mind. Okay. I mean, this card is not amazing, but you know, it's whatever. Oh, that's very nice. Let's do that first. So, exile non-land card from them. It becomes plotted, put the rest into your hand. So I'll have 3 mana spare when I did this. So I can plot 1. Do I care? I'd rather have them all in my hand, to be honest. So let's just do this. Okay, so he is tapping down the Sphinx actually. That's interesting. So next turn we drain them. And we can give something lifelink. Or Death Touch. We could actually attack with the Forsaken Miner. And then play the Festering Gulch. because he doesn't have any great blocks for the miner, so it's actually a pretty decent threat here. And we can make him into Kumbal. Is that? We can make him into Blood Hustler too, which is also pretty decent. We could make him into Vatmir, and then he will have Menace and Lifelink. Okay. Do you have lethal? I fear you might. Wow. Those top decks. I assume he will not tap out unless he has lethal. Oh my goodness. Okay. So I think we still have this, right? I think we do. We can make Lazav into the dude. And the dude will be Vatmir. And then he will have Menace and Lifelink. And we just jam. Good game. Yep. Alright. Climbing steadily in silver ranks. No blue, but no blue needed also for a long time. I think I'll keep this. It's not amazing, but the odds of us drawing blue are quite significant. Yeah, I think I'll just want to use most of my mana. And if we draw another land, we can just play this, and this will have Menace or Lifelink. Or both. Okay, we are drawing a land. Guess it's going to be Lifelink. If you're red, and you don't have anything on turn 1, 2, 3, that is unfortunate. And now our board state is just... I mean, we can still give anything Menace. And this actually doesn't... this does trigger one... Oh, he still doesn't have any blockers. My goodness. Well, I'm not removing that, obviously. Do I need to mill myself? I think I just want to build out the board. And committing a crime now only gives me life. And yeah, I think I will just target him. Let's just give that lifelink. I think maybe he has some very unfortunate draws. Or he has a board wipe and I just pretty much killed myself. I think I will have to do the rest of this video another turn. So if you see me in different clothes after this game, that's not on you. Okay, don't really care. Good game. Yeah, I think he just Had some unlucky draws. Alright. 2-0. Outlaws of Thunderjunction doing its thing. And me using it wisely as well. Alright. I'll continue another time. Alright, and as you can see, I'm back. Now my hair looks like a dead hamster, but that's because I just came back from the gym. And the therapist, I have something in my neck. I don't think you want to hear, but whenever I look to the right, my neck cracks. I will demonstrate it to you. Listen carefully. So I'm not sure if you could hear that. If you can, I'm sorry. And it's quite annoying because it keeps me up at night. Anyway, we are here to finish the games. We are 2-0 so far with an amazing black-white deck. Sorry, black-blue. Now I don't have any black-blue cards, but I do have a pretty nice curve here, to be honest. And assuming that we will draw a third land, I am not too worried. This is, however, the only dead card for now, but I will keep this. I got myself a cup of tea, and let's continue and see if we can finish this. Alright, well, that is not a land. But anything can happen. The odds are almost 50% of us drawing a land. Okay, we just instantly drew that without it actually being drawn. Anyway, he doesn't have a 2-drop, so it could be worse. We really need to draw a land now. Hopefully a blue one, but I hope he plays something with either 2 toughness or something that doesn't have 2 power, so we can just keep attacking. Alright, well that's fine. Guess we get in for 4 damage. But any land would be amazing now. We just can't draw a land. So this is very unfortunate. Odds now are above 50, or are actually 50% of us drawing a land, and we really need to get to it. I mean, we do have a nice start, but us missing the third land is going to be very painful for the late game. But, you know, that's just part of the game, as they say. But he's already at 14, so I hope he doesn't have too much life gain. Okay, well, we can just keep attacking. Okay, there we go. It's not blue, though, but it is something, and it opens us up for a nice board wipe for anything that's 3 power. So I'm just going to attack with everything, because, well, he has to use a trick if he wants to kill something of us, and that's fine. And I'm going to use the Vault Plunderer, of course, on ourselves, because I need to draw more lands. So let's do this, let's build out the board. Now on this board, Vault Plunderer is actually not that good, because we are... they have a good defense. And they can make the grid bigger. We need 2 more lands to wipe everything which has 3 mana. But that could be a more kind of a late game strategy. Right, well I guess Vatmir is gone. And unfortunately it's not all he has. Okay. So we could do Desperate Bloodseeker and mill them for 2 and drain them 1. And then we can return that to the battlefield. That might actually be the best thing. So I think I will just attack with the Raven and the Forsaken Miner. Also, milling ourselves wouldn't be the worst thing. But if he kills the Forsaken Miner in a block... Okay, I forgot that that thing has reach. That was a misplay from my side. I will now mill myself, because I need to have creatures in the graveyard. And those are 2 creatures. Okay, well if we draw a white source, this might also be good, but I think I hope he just keeps playing some equal mana creatures. Okay, well that's a big dude. Well, at least we can play Marauder, which I will do without a doubt, because I want him to discard and I want to potentially draw a card if we can. But yeah, we need to block the Cactarantula at some point. And if he starts attacking sometime, we could do the board wipe. Oh, we're not drawing a card. That's unfortunate. We just need to draw more lands. I mean, we have 17 lands, 13 of which are in our 24 card deck. So more than half of the cards are lands, which is unfortunate. And he's just probably just going to pump out some big dudes. Okay, that's another 2-mana creature. And we only have 1 2-mana creature, so this could actually be valuable for 2. Okay, I guess it's going to be for 3. Right. Still no blue source. We can do for 3. He will lose those 2. And we will lose 1. We're not really doing anything else. The Sheriff is going to be a problem, so I'm just going to attack with the Vault Plunderer, and you know, the Vault Plunderer is going to die anyway from the board wipe that we're going to do. And this also gets us our Vetmir back, which is very nice. So, oh, that has permanent lifelink. Okay, well, I guess we're just doing this. I want to use all my mana, and this way our board, the board is in our advantage now. But we really need a blue source. I mean, the odds of us drawing both our green and not any of our blue are very, very slim. Because we have way more blue sources than green. I think these are the only forests that I have, actually. And if he starts attacking with the Cactarantula, that's fine. I think I might just take it. Okay. Yep. Now he can just attack freely. And he doesn't. Well, nothing useful. But I fear we will be taking some damage here. Then if you can throw 3 muggers with different powers, you may play the exiled cards. Oh my goodness. 2 mana, play a 5 mana card. Yep. Well, to be honest, we are being very unlucky with... we're being very, very unlucky. Okay, well... I guess we're not doing this. He's just going to do that. He will have a big dude probably. But yeah, we're just being unlucky with the lands. It's a part of the game. It's an annoying part of the game, nonetheless. You may play the exiled card. Why wouldn't he? Okay. He probably should start attacking with the Cactarantula at some point, or maybe the Arynx. And if he attacks with the Cactarantula, I think I will just take it. Oh my goodness, is it a trick? Okay, he's just going to keep bumping that. Yeah, we really need to draw blue for make your own luck, I guess. And maybe Lazav is also nice because at instant speed we could. Okay. Well, at least this can chump, and this gives us some more counters and stuff. So I think that's the plan. Okay. No attacks. I think we're just taking 9. Maybe block with the hostile investigator though, but I don't want to lose either of these two actually. Maybe I have to double block, for instance with the investigator and the Vatmir. I wonder what he has. Okay. Well, now we could just block with the investigator and the... Okay. There we go. I'm very happy with that. I'm just going to give him a nice. Now, I have 1, 2, 3, 6 mana. I cannot do Lazav and the Blood Hustler, so I think I'm just going to do the Make Your Own Luck and hope to hit something. Okay. I cannot play that. And that's a very unfortunate moment for us. Yeah, this is going terribly. This will draw us a card, but now he will just start dealing some damage, and we do have to do some chomping. Only once each turn. So we can make this a 6/6 lifelink menace in his turn with the Blood Hustler. If we play the Festering Gulch. Okay. Guess he's just going to jam, which makes sense. Maybe he has some kind of pump spell. Okay. Yeah, we're just dead. Yeah, well, that's what happens. I mean, we just had to wait so long for our blue source. I mean, our hand was amazing. And we missed our third land drop, so... Game number 4. If we would have had one more turn, I think we could have at least gained some life and things like that. So it's good for him that he could actually finish it at that moment. If he had waited one more turn, as I said, I think we could have gotten back from it with quite some lifelink stuff. Okay, well, this is a nice curve. I just hope that we draw a 2-drop within 2 draw steps, but we have all the colors. No double blue yet, but that's okay. So this hand is very keepable. And there's our 2-drop, so that's amazing. I mean, 1-drop into 2-drop would have been better, but I'm not complaining. I think Raven is still better because it will deal damage anyway soon. And he will probably play a 3-2 or a 2-2 or something. Okay. So we don't need... Okay, that's nice. We can double spell next turn, so I'm just going to play this attack for 1. And next turn we can either double spell or make him discard and get lifelink. The thing, however, is discarding is probably better if we wait one more turn. So I think I will double spell. I'm not sure if I want to attack with this dude. I mean, he will just trade it, so I don't think it will be good. This can do a lot of work late game. Alright, well, I assume he will play another 2-drop. Or at least... Okay. That's very nice. I think I'm going to... We can commit a crime with this one. And this one as well. Next turn we can play the Sphinx and then do the Investigator, which I hope will not be too late. So I'm just going to... do I care about the life gain? He seems to be low on lands, so maybe I'm just going to attack with the Apothecary anyway. And I will give it Menace, so I'm just going to target him. I will give him Menace. And get in for some damage. Okay. Don't mind if I do. Yeah, he's stuck on land, so this Investigator is still amazing because he will get rid of something useful. There's Jace, which will be very nice with Satoru from your hand. I don't have a mana 3 thing, so I think I'll just play that later. Do I care? Yeah, let's just go in for one. Play the Sphinx. Now if I draw a cheap creature, I will probably play Jace and +1. And then we will draw cards with the Satoru. Now he has a lot of mana with the Gardeners, but I think the Sphinx is about to die here. Not even sure which is the best card. I mean, if we play the Investigator, we cannot use the clue that we get. So if we draw another 3-drop or something, I will probably just play Jace and use his plus ability. And otherwise I might just play him and draw cards to discard. Never legendary, you can dice. Okay. Well, let's just hope he doesn't have too many legendaries. Now what we can do actually, we can actually do both. But let's just play Jace first. And then draw and discard to see what we get. Odds are that I'm just going to, okay. I want to, does it matter? I think I'll get rid of the swamp. And now let's just do this before combat. I will give that Menace, of course. I will keep that. And I can just plot that, which is nice. His hand must be stacked. He doesn't have any reach. I mean, him getting rid of the School with the Critics is pretty big, especially against the Jace. But I hope he doesn't have some kind of board wipe, because otherwise we're going to be in a lot of pain. Okay. Sphinx is dead. He is pretty much tapped out. We do have enough mana to do this one as well. So I might as well do this. Let me just think. I can drain him, put him to 8. Give that one Menace, attack with everything. He will block that one and that one. He'll get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. I'm not even sure what's best. I think there's no rush for us. So I think I do want to do the ability, or at least try to do the ability of the Blood Hustler and attack first. And I will give the Apothecary Menace again. Because, well, it has Death Touch, which is an amazing combination. He will probably just block the Hostile Investigator, but that will just fuel our graveyard more, which is fine. You do need 2 blockers for that. Now, he's still not dead, and he can still have some nasty stuff, but this is looking quite good for us, obviously. And if we draw a land, we can just plus Jace, or we can use the Clue, or whatever. Okay, that's fine. And I will just plus him anyway. Sure. Oh, that's actually very nice. One or more players discard, one or more card investigate. Ah, would you look at that? Oh my goodness. A creature of the choice, discard 3 cards, then lose 3. Okay, so I guess we'll just get rid of that. And I think he's still dead. Yep. Alright. Well, that's actually a very nice combination. The Investigator with the Jace. Clues for days. Let's see if maybe we can hit gold. That would be that would be something. We do need to win everything, I think. Or maybe win 3 in a row, I guess. It's been so long since I've been in Mythic rank. Jace and Sator together, I think this is amazing. And I think I will just use Jace to plot something as a sorcery, so I cannot use him, I cannot cast him. So I think a 2/3 menace is still better, and this way Jace, whenever he uses his +1, will draw his cards if Satoru lives, but maybe he will die. Okay, that's fine. So next turn we can play him. And I think I'm just going to play the Desperate Bloodseeker, obviously, and mill ourselves, because I want to make my Marauder cheaper. Okay, well, that's a very nice card actually to mill. If we draw a 2 or 3 drop, I will of course just I'm not even sure what's better. Okay, that's fine. So we can play Jace and then draw and discard, which I think might be best. And I want to keep that behind to defend. I want to keep this one up as well, but then we cannot use blue. So I don't think we will be playing Jace just yet. Maybe keeping the Bloodseeker behind is enough. So I guess I will just play Jace to loot and get rid of a swamp or a small creature. Lazav is pretty good, but I don't want to miss on land drops. Yeah, it feels bad, but I think I have to get rid of Lazav. That makes him castable next turn. And if he does have a removal spell to kill Jace, you know, so be it. Okay, that's fine. Ooh, Sphinx as well, very nice. I think I'll do this first. Okay, well, feels bad, but I want to get rid of the Raven, or I have to get rid of the Raven. Playing Sphinx first, because that way it's a big chumper and the Marauder will trigger the crime thing. But I assume he will start attacking. Maybe I should have attacked with Satoru. I just hope to draw a silly 1 or 2 or 3 drop now to plot it, so we can draw cards with Satoru. Okay, he is being defensive. I really hope that we won't get blown out again by the plus something something trample. Okay, well, let's just do this first. Well, this makes the Marauder cheaper, so I think I still have to get rid of that. Keep up the Tyrant's Scorn. Maybe I shouldn't have played the land there. I should have tapped differently. Really should have. Scry 2 is so strong. Don't need those. It's especially strong if you can get rid of 2 lands. So I should have played that differently. I forgot that we had the Forsaken Miner in the graveyard. But oh, there's our white. Next turn I think we still can. Having Tyrant's Scorn up is great, because green often has spells which have to do something with fighting or biting. So the fact that we can remove something if he fights or bites, or we can bounce something, it's a very good card for his deck. We can almost okay, we can return that to his hand, which is an amazing target for us. And then we get to scry 2. And I think scrying 2 is excellent here. Now I should keep the scry 2 in mind. Keep in mind that I have chase with whatever I'm scrying. Does it give hexproof? Oops. Sorry, I think we're playing against a rather new player. Let's just do this. Yep. Yeah, that is unfortunate. Indestructible doesn't really help against being bounced. Alright, I guess one more win, because and then we're back in gold. If you like what I do, if you have any feedback, feel free to let me know. I was quite surprised that my last video got some feedback by someone who actually enjoyed it very much, even though it was pretty much just a troll game. This is very nice. Now I will gladly trade this, obviously, but even more than normal, because if this is in a graveyard, it will make the Marauder cheaper. So far we've been very lucky with having Satoru. That's a very nice draw as well. I don't really care about the medic killing it. I'm not even sure if I can outlaw. It is an outlaw, so I cannot. I would like to draw a card and lose a life. Would like a swamp, so we can double spell next turn. And if he wants to trade the medic for the plunderer, that's fine. Because, as I said, we just want stuff in our graveyard. Okay. That is not an outlaw, so that's actually pretty decent. So I will play this first. So if I attack with the plunderer, he will block with the medic. And then I kill the townsfolk, which I think is the best move here. Because then the advantage of the townsfolk will be gone. Oh, it's actually an instant. Wow. I think I might as well do it now. Reason being, he might have some kind of indestructible spell. I thought it was a sorcery. Him, if he isn't playing something, that would be okay. That's what could he have? Destroy target attacking creature or something, flash something in. I've not played this for so long. Okay. I really hope he's not going to block the Blood Hustler for his sake, because that would be very sad for him. He has to block the Miner, right? Don't block the Hustler. Oh, okay. That's good. He didn't block anything, right? Not sure why he flashed that in then, but okay. And he seems, well, I thought he may be behind on lands, but he's no longer. I think the Sphinx is going to be exiled. But then our board will still be great, because he will have to be tapped out. Okay. 2/4 is big. And if I don't draw a land, I might just... Okay, well, it's a tapped land. Let's just scry some stuff first. Maybe I can scry some creatures into the graveyard. Seems like he's planning to do something. Yeah, don't really care about that. We get a 2/2 still. I would like both, actually. In that order would be very nice. And let's attack with the Sphinx first. Just free damage. It doesn't have flying yet, mate. Wow. I'm very glad that I attacked with the Sphinx first. I didn't expect him to chump, but chumping now is so much worse for him. Now he knows that the Marauder is up. Yep. Okay. We could have it become a Vengeful Townsfolk. I'm just going to attack with everything. Okay. Sorry, mates. If he does have something, you know, that's okay. Good game. Yeah, that's just a big blowout. We're quite clearly up against people who don't really know the set or are maybe somewhat new to the game. Because what he should have done there is block first, pass priority, maybe get a trade out of it, and then he could still use the flash enchantment thing. And now, because he played it before blockers, my creatures, I think, still had lethal. I didn't even do the math. But as I said, I don't think I finished my story, but if you're still watching, thank you. If you like what I do, feel free to let me know by clicking some buttons. And let's see if we can get 2 more wins. And then I'm very satisfied, because the only loss that we would have had, or did have, is because of the terrible draw of no blue source. He is having some difficulty for us to find an opponent. There we go. Okay. From bronze right straight to mythic. Well, if only this was a swamp. Okay, that's better. Do we need 2 ravens? I don't think we do. This would have been a great starting hand without... We just drew one of our most expensive creatures. We can always sacrifice the... Okay, seems like we don't have to. We won't be committing a crime anywhere soon, so I think I'll just play the Raven, because at least that can get in for some damage. Okay. Alright. Now we do have a way to commit crimes. So let's see if we can maybe grow our Lazav. Not sure what I would do if I don't draw a land. It's a very good card. So I can plot this, or I can sacrifice something, maybe a Raven, because this game seems like to be going long. What can he have for single blue? Can he still play a land? Double blue. Okay. I think Vault Plunderer is probably the best, and really hope to hit a land. That is a land. We're in the same colors. Okay. That is very interesting. Yep. Okay. So we can go Sphinx now, which I think is probably the best play. And then next turn I might actually use the Bloodseeker on the opponents, so that we can trigger both Vadmir, Lazav, and the Sphinx. Yep. This really reminds me of the Disinformation campaign from one of the guild sets. Don't you dare kill my Sphinx. It is a rogue, so he cannot shoot the sheriff. He could kill Lazav, but I would be sad. Okay. Well, at least we can deal some damage. And we could just sacrifice that, which might actually be the best thing now. So let's just go Contractor. I should have played that differently. I should have played the contractor first. I mean, you never know what you draw, so always cast the spell first, which gives you more information about your hand. We don't have the option yet to play this, but having this does make me want to use the Bloodseeker on the opponent, simply to scry a green source. He doesn't have anything great in his graveyard, so a green source, I think. And then we can do it for 3, and we'll only kill our contractor, and we'll kill his gardener and campaign. So please play more 3-mana permanents. Well, the campaign is doing stuff. A lot of stuff. Okay. Let's gain some counters, scry bits. I'll keep the Blood Hustler. So I assume he's going to have a lot of outlaw action. I'm not going to play the land. There's no reason to, because I know I'm not drawing another land. And if he has a way to make me discard, I will probably get rid of the swamp. But I really need green now for the getting rid of the double down. I hope he doesn't go wide, but with the double down, it's safe to assume that he will. I just hope he doesn't go crazy with flyers. I mean, do we have lethal? 4 in the air, this pings 5, that does a damage 6. With this one. He has to cast... Okay. I think we still got him, right? He could have something. If I play the Hustler, we attack with everything. He has to have something amazing. And if he counters this and he's tapped out, we can just do some math and then we know. Wow. Okay, well, now we can just do some quick math. So this deals 3. He goes to 4. This deals 1. He goes to 3. And then he has to block some stuff, and we still pretty much have lethal with the Blood Hustler. So let's just do this. I think we're safe. I mean, Vadmir will still die. The Thunder Thief will die. And I will do this now because I just want to scry anyway. And he might still be dead because he gets drained too. Don't care about that one. Though it is free damage. I don't think he has a lot of life gain. So this might actually be decent. Okay. He's at 1. He's probably at 2. He has to kill my Blood Hustler. And with the Springs we have lethal anyway. And we also have the Sphinx as lethal. So maybe if he has some kind of life gain or a board wipe. But if he plays another campaign... Okay, yeah, I think this is good game. I mean, I don't think he can draw something to get out of this. Okay, yeah. Good game, son. Well played. Okay. So with the South Springs, I still had lethal if he had a blocker for my flyer and maybe something else. So I think I made the right call there. I mean, one desert to deal 50% of his life total. That's pretty neat. Last one. Or maybe not. I mean, we can still lose 2. We can easily lose 2, by the way. But a trophy would be nice as a comeback. Now, I would like to hear from you guys what you think about the new set so far. It doesn't really enthuse me. I mean, I am going to play the two-headed giant with a friend of mine, which is always great fun. And I will probably do some drafts in real life too, because I organize drafts myself. But the whole theme of racing and stuff with, what is it, Nissa and Chandra who are in love with each other and whatever. It's just not my thing, you know. It's not amazing. I will keep. I mean, let's be honest. We will probably draw a blue source at some point. And we will have a 1-drop, 2-drop. Fine. That's interesting. Protection from coyotes. I don't think this will actually ever be relevant, but of course, theme-wise, it's amazing. Meep meep. Okay, yeah. I would have loved to have that one, but of course we're just splashing green. Ooh, Blood Hustler. We need to draw blue and green, and we draw the only planes in our whole deck. That's just pure comedy. So now we need to draw either 2 blue or a blue and a green, which will not happen for a long time. So I assume that these will be dead cards for quite a while. Okay. Well, that leaves us able to at least attack with the Forsaken Miner. Could kill something, but don't really care. So I'm just going to attack with these 2. Keep up the Blood Hustler, because it's deal 2 and gain 2, which is very strong at the moment. And I want to keep up this instant. If he wants to fight something, I might just shoot the Sheriff instead. Though it can only be used on the Coyote. I mean the Roadrunner. Yep. Wow. So aggressive. 3, 6, 8. Sure. Yeah, maybe I have to jump with the Blood Hustler next turn, depending on what he does. I hope he doesn't have an instant speed burn 3. Then we are dead. Plot a Spineswood Paladin. Yeah, so I think we're not going to be racing anymore. Oh, it's blue, but that does help us quite a bit. So We can kill that with Shoot the Sheriff. Am I going to block with the Hustler? Probably not. Maybe I am actually. He will gain 3. Yeah, well, racing is out of the question, to be honest. I think I will keep the Hustler behind simply because it will be a 3/3. And we have 2 instant removal spells, which I think we badly need. I will shoot the Sheriff on the Paladin once he plays it. He will probably attack with only those 2. Okay. I like it. Ballsy. No other lands. Maybe he has a pump spell. Okay. So it deals 4 damage. There's no way we can get that big enough. So, but I want to use some stuff before. So I'm going to destroy the Green Blade. Only once each turn, and that also happens only once each turn. So I think that just happens. We get 5 damage. We go to 1. Yeah, we need to draw some kind of action now. I hope he doesn't play something else. If he does, it's just, I think it's over. Okay. We need to, okay. I think we're still dead, right? I hope he doesn't see it, that we're dead. I'm just going to fake blocking with the Forsaken Miner. Oh, okay, good game. Yep. He went wide, and well, I must say we actually did draw the lands that we needed. Sure had fun. So it's the last game for the trophy. And I will have to work hard and make the best of it. I've got some cheese here, but I don't want to be like munching near my microphone because you will probably hate it, but I will still eat some cheese. Dutch cheese is the best. Right. You also have a different kind of cheese. I don't know if you can see it, but it's like sambal, pepper stuff in it. Well, I will have to mulligan, unfortunately. Okay. I will keep this, and I will probably get rid of the Tyrant Scorn, and hope to draw some lands, or maybe the card which can mill myself. Okay, that's unfortunate. Another red-green player. Once we can play the Marauders, it's going to be amazing. I will just kill that, because I want to preserve any life total that I have. Oh, come on. I can smell the trophy. But already mulliganed once. Oh, that's going to hurt so much. Well, I tried. Oh, okay. Well, I did my best. I hope you still appreciate it. There is one creature into the graveyard, but as long as we're not drawing any lands, I don't think anything really can happen here. The only chance we have now is to draw only lands. And we can play the Apothecary, then draw another land, and we can give it lifelink and attack back at them. But we need to draw 2 lands in a row. And Lazav is not strong enough for the Grizzly. Okay, I'm very glad that he's doing that. Unless that gets him his 2nd red or maybe his 3rd color, which he badly needs. Yep. We get 5 damage. 4 damage. Well, we still get the other one later. Oh! Okay. Now the question is, if he attacks with the Grizzly, do I block with the Apothecary? If I block, I go to 5. If I don't block and I draw a land, I gain some lives. It was just too good to be true. Maybe I should have blocked there so that I could play the Marauder. Well, blah, blah, blah. I think this is over. He is drawing nicely. And yep, that's a good game. Right, is this a good game? I will gain life. I don't have any other ways to gain life. Oh my goodness. Never mind. Alright, well, no trophy. I got cocky and that's what happens. We are back in gold, however. Now, thank you for watching. If you like what I did, feel free to click some buttons. And if you didn't, then by all means leave some feedback about what I could do differently. And I hope to see you all again next time. Goodbye.
Thank you for watching Dad's Drafts.